You know, one thing this poster does display is Ben Affleck's best feature. That fucking chin. That bat chin. What's happening, my film nerds? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of The Accountant. And The Accountant stars Batman, Commissioner Gordon, The Punisher, and TV Amanda Waller. And The Accountant is about, well, an accountant who has a little bit, special abilities, I guess. He suffers from a form of autism. That type of autism that's just like laser focus. He could really focus on tasks at hand. He's really good with numbers, just really smart, can solve some puzzles, but he's socially awkward. And you see that right off the bat. You see Ben Affleck's character as a kid, and they display this. They show the parents trying to cope with their son suffering from this disorder. But the father of Ben Affleck's character wants to turn that into something. He doesn't want him just to suffer through life and get picked on and everything and just really struggle through life. He's going to teach him some things and have some other people teach him some certain things. So he grows up to be an accountant. He's just really good with numbers, but he works with highly lucrative people, not the people that you want to mess with, but he's really good with numbers, and he could cook the books, he could find the numbers, he could figure things out, he could launder some shit, just pretty much stay under the radar. And he's also got some kick-ass abilities. Then we got J.K. Simmons' character trying to track this guy down with the help of the girl who plays TV Amanda Waller. And then we got Anna Kendrick's character who is like working for this company, who notices something weird with the numbers, and they hire him. He finds something out, and then there's like this whole big like, what's going on kind of story. So what did I think of The Accountant? Why is this movie currently at a 45%? I enjoyed the hell out of this movie, man. I tell you what, Ben Affleck, it's not his year. Hopefully his writing, directing, and starring in movie that's supposed to come out limited release at the end of the year, but mainly in January. Hopefully critics are nice to that, which they usually are with his type of movies, but shit! Movies that he's just starring in, they're just not that nice. And I can kind of understand it, because the way that this movie tells its story and really fleshes out his characters, it does it at I wouldn't say a slow pace, but it takes through the whole movie to really flesh out the characters, and I actually enjoyed that. I think a lot of people thought it was going to be like a Jason Bourne or possibly even kind of a John Wick, but with a guy with autism. I think they were looking for this crazy like action movie, and it's not really that at all. There's action in it, and it's well done. The fight choreography and the way it's shot, it's all good. I really dug the action. I mean, he's a badass. I mean, I want to see him take on Jason Bourne. And possibly Batman. But this is not an action movie. It really isn't. It's a drama. It's a thriller movie more than it is an action movie. And I think that's why critics are kind of going, what the fuck is this? This is not the movie I thought it was going to be. Because sadly, when you see TV spots and trailers, you see more of the action. You're thinking, oh, this guy's really good with numbers. He's autistic, but he kicks a lot of ass. That's what we're going to see. No. And I was actually happy about that. I was. And you know what's funny too is like I thought it was actually going to be a very twisty, turny kind of thriller, and we're just going to get twist after twist after twist after twist. That really wasn't the case either. I mean, there are some of that, you know, you really got to like pay attention, like, oh, okay, so that, and then that. But there was like one thing where I was like, oh, well, guessed it right away, and I was slightly disappointed at first, but then when thinking about it and driving home, I was going, you know what? I'm glad that they didn't go crazy with the story. Definitely not a Gone Girl. Man, did that movie have some fucking twists, but of course, it was very well done, but it's not like that at all. So don't go in there thinking you're going to get a twisty-turny kind of story, and don't go in there thinking you're going to get this crazy action movie. You get a lot of what's going on, and you also get a lot of flashbacks. You get to see how he came to be, like with the father and everything, but I could see how people might get confused because when they flash back, they kind of go all over the place where you kind of go, wait a minute. Oh, okay. And then there's like a big part at the end where one of the characters just starts saying a bunch of stuff. A lot of heavy exposition where it's kind of like, you could have did something where he just could have explained itself. Ben Affleck's performance is top notch right here. You really feel for his character because he's like, you know, he's got something going on. There's like a part where he starts like almost freaking out. Like he really starts freaking out because he can't finish something. He always has to finish something. And you see like when he does his little routine, he starts freaking out during his little routine. And it's kind of like cringeworthy where you're just like, oh my Stop it! It's almost difficult to watch, and you feel really bad for him. And I'm like, I commend Ben Affleck, man. The guy's got some chops now. Remember, 10 years ago, people hated this guy. They were like, he's a bad actor. He's been in shitty movies. But man, has this guy really turned himself around? I mean, I want to see him nominated for acting and directing. All the actors do their job. The directing by Gavin O'Connor, who also did Warrior, which is an excellent movie, he did great. The cinematography works, the action, the pacing, even though the story gets drawn out through the whole thing and you're kind of like, wait, oh, we're going back to that now? It still works. It's not slow-paced at all, and I really enjoyed it. But did I enjoy it enough to be on the wall of favorite movies of 2016? Yeah, get that bat chin up there. We need it up there twice. That's right. 2 bat chins. We got him up there as Batman and up there as the accountant. Don't go in there thinking it's going to be an action movie. Don't go in there thinking it's going to be a twisty, turny thriller. Okay? It kind of just has it right in the middle. The action is there when it needs to be, and then it's just more like a drama, and you really just care about these characters, especially Ben Affleck's character. You see what he's gone through. You see how he keeps himself like sane, because I mean he's got this disorder and he really wants to be normal, but he can't, and he knows it, but he really tries, and you really feel for him. So I highly suggest seeing it. It's a great movie. Don't listen to Rotten Tomatoes. Judge for yourself. I mean, maybe you might not like how the pacing is, the story is arranged, the narrative kind of jumps all over the place. You might not like that, but overall, I enjoyed the hell out of the movie. It's on the wall, so if you did see The Accountant, let me know what you thought about it down below in the balls area. And that's all I got to say about that. But yeah, it's just not Ben Affleck's year with the quicks, but who cares, right? It's whatever. He's still, I mean, it just seems like he gets better and better with like each movie. To me, almost, you know. Can't wait to see that Live by Night movie. That's what it's called, right? I don't even know. Yeah, pretty sure that's what it's called. But I'm rambling now. All right, guys. Bye. And thank you for watching, you beautiful people. You go ahead and hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to my other channel too. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and visit filmjunkie.com for all my videos.